All right, hello my lovely friends. It's early. It's 6:46 in the morning. I have to film before work now, so it's bright and early, but that's okay because I have coffee. It's December shop my stash time. So that's exciting. I'm gonna do a two-toned. I wanted to do like a cranberry and like grungy, like mossy green look. Kind of playing off red and green, but making it a little bit darker. Surprise, surprise. And I was like, why don't I just do a two-toned look? Because I love two-toned looks. And I don't know. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna prime using the usual suspects. I'm going to take the Makeup Forever mattifying primer and slap around my face. And then I'm gonna take the e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer. Look it, I'm almost done. And then I'm going to take my L'Oreal True Match Illumi Glotion. I'm almost on this too. Does anyone else like feel like their products run out all at the same time? Like, it's crazy how everything is running out. For foundation, let's do some L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte because I haven't used this in a while. And blend her in. Okay, so let's do some brows. I'm gonna just take some soap on my little spoolie here and brush my brows up. While my brows set, I'm going to prime my eyes using my NARS Smudge Proof Eyeshadow Base, which is another product that's on its last legs here. This foundation is really not the right shade for me. And then I'm gonna take some concealer, just a little, and I'm just gonna put this in the inner part of like right in the inner corner of my eyes. Just take a little brush and blend it out. Just so it looks a little bit less like I got punched in the eye. And then now I'm gonna fill in my brows using the NYX Lift and Snatch Brow Tint Pen. This is in the shade Auburn. I was talking about this in the last Get Ready With Me that I uploaded, and I said that it didn't look right. And it's definitely a little bit warmer than my natural brow hairs because I find that my brow hairs compared to like my head hairs are way cooler. So, which is a problem that I always have. My brow hairs are like cooler than my head hair and it looks a little bit off. But I find that actually using this Auburn pen makes my brows like legitimately match my hair. So I was shit talking this pen shade in that video, but I actually think I was very wrong. Now it's dripping. It was been dry and now there's like excess ink. I don't even know. All right, it's eyeshadow time, baby. So I'm gonna do, like I said, a two-toned, one cranberry, one green eye. And I'm very excited about it. We're going for Christmassy, holiday-y, although I guess red and green are more specific to Christmas. But this will be the last of the holidays that I am going to be festive for. So I'm going to start using, on my cranberry eye, using the Kaleidos Futurism 3 Astro Pink palette. Just look, I don't know why this packaging ever stopped, but I digress. Anyway, I'm going to take this lightest shade here. It is like a lighter rosy shade, but with a little bit more brown to it. And I'm just going to run this through my crease as an initial blending shade. Now I'm going to use the Melt Gemini palette. I haven't used this in a while. I'm going to start with the shade Mochi. I feel like in my Get Ready With Me's, I always just go back to Melt. Like, this is truly like a glimpse into what I use most often. This is just like the best light green color. Look at that. Then I'm going to use the Melt, the Waiting Room palette, the Beetlejuice one. And now I'm going to take the shade Obituary and put this through my crease as my main crease shade through my outer corner of my crease. This is pretty dark. That's okay. Oh, okay. So, life update again. Another life update. Do you want to hear a literal? Okay, I'm like literally, I'm fucking livid about this. So just bear with me here. But I haven't really been able to talk about it with anyone else because I'm home alone currently. But so picture this, right? Sunday night, okay, 10 o'clock maybe. Wi-Fi goes on the fritz. And it's not like sometimes this happens. I feel like, you know, this probably is relatively common, you know, plug it in or unplug it, plug it back in. You know, I'm just like, it's probably really overloaded with users right now. Like sometimes, you know, sometimes it just needs to have a little bit of a temper tantrum, and I didn't really think anything of it because we don't really often have many issues with our Wi-Fi, to be honest. So whatever, I go to bed. Next morning I wake up, and I wake up early now because I try to film before work. So it's 6 a.m. and it's still doing the same thing. Like it just has this like red and orange light flashing, and I was like, this is not going to be a good day. I can already tell. So basically I'm on the phone with our Wi-Fi provider, and I'm just like, what is going on? Please help me, because I work from home. Like I work remote. I work exclusively online, or like, yeah. I work online. I work like remote from home over the internet. So I was like, I need you to help me, okay? And basically this woman on the phone was like, okay, so it looks like you need to go and replace your router or your modem. Like you need to physically go in and replace your modem. And I was like, okay. So I had been using hotspot on my phone, and for some reason it stopped working, and I was like without internet. So I messaged my supervisor, and I was like, hey, so like I just have to go run out, replace my internet modem real quick, and be back. And they're pretty chill, so she was like, no problem, like no worries. And honestly, I think with internet stuff like this, it's like, what can you do but let someone go and fix it? Because that's like, I need internet to work, so what are you gonna tell me no? And then I won't be able to work, you know what I mean? I'm going to take the shade Fire OG now from the Gemini palette. Anyway, so I do that. I go all the way to the store, I switch the modem over, come back, plug it in, not working still. I'm like, awesome, this is gonna be a bigger problem, isn't it? Anyway, so I've reconfigured the hotspot on my phone, so I'm just using all the data that I have. And meanwhile, I'm trying to like do my work, and I'm on the phone with Belle being like, trying to be like, what the fuck is up? Please help me. Still. Anyway, and then so they tell me, you know what they tell me? You want to know what they fucking tell me? Oh my god. They say, oh, actually, we're reconfiguring like the internet service in your area, so you have to have your cables replaced, your modem replaced to be updated to fit with our new like reconfiguration. And so we have to like have a technician come to your house. It's gonna take 4 hours, and they basically replace your entire internet system. And I was like, cool. So when can someone come? And they were like, oh, I'm supposed to leave to go visit my parents. And they were like, they can't come before I have to leave. And I was like, so they can only come like the day after I get back. And I was like, I still have to work like up until when I leave. How am I supposed to do my job? Like, you're just trying to like, you're telling me I just won't have internet, period? Because this is a problem, because you're reconfiguring the internet service in my area. No one told me this. Like, they did not contact us at all to let us know. Even, like, they could have even said you have to book an appointment. Like, if you give us advance notice, we can, like, plan for it and book an appointment, and at least we'll know. But suddenly the Wi-Fi stops working. I don't have any notice. And you're telling me, like, there's nothing you can do? And I was like, what the fuck am I supposed to do? So I've just been like working using a hotspot, which has been okay, but my laptop can't like go dark, you know? Like I have to keep the screen lit at all times. Otherwise it doesn't work. Like otherwise it just disconnects from the hotspot and it won't reconnect. So I'm living my life, not like I'm not thriving, but it's just like, even if you had contacted us and said you have to book an appointment, which still, like, then that would be fine. Like, we could have, like, planned for this, or at least been like, you have to book an appointment, like, whatever, we're doing this on this date, like, heads up. But you just, like, I cannot believe that they just let the Wi-Fi go off, basically, and didn't tell us. And they're just like, have fun. Good luck on your own. I'm mad about it, as you can tell. So on this eye, I'm going to take the shade No Exit from the Melt and Beetlejuice palette. But I think most people would be mad about that, no? Like, I don't really think that I'm alone. Anyway, that's super fun. And now with COVID and stuff, I'm just fucking depressed. I don't know what I would do if I wasn't on medication. Like, winter is not great. Stay safe out there, friends. And then I'm gonna take the shade Leo from the Gemini palette and deepen up my other eye with this. Actually, you know what? No. I don't think that that is gonna be as deep as this other eye, so I'm going to take the Melt Smoke Sessions palette, and I'm going to use the shade Sour Diesel. It's just a little bit darker than Leo, so I think because this eye is obviously super deep, I just need a like tone or two deeper for this eye. Okay, so for the lid of my right eye, I'm going to take the shade Dante's Inferno, which is this really dark red metallic shade. Editing Laura here. So my camera cut off, which is the story of my goddamn life. But all of you missed was that I put the shade Dante's Inferno on my red eye, and then I took the Melt Gemini palette, the shade Goals, here, and I put that on my other eye. And that's literally all you missed, but I just thought I would update you. And then I'm going to take the initial blending shades that I used. So first, the shade from the Kaleidos Astro Pink palette. And then the shade from Melt Gemini. This eye is not blending how I want it to, and I'm not entirely sure why. And then I'm going to take each of my lid shades on my fingers, making sure that I use the right one for the right eye, and intensify these on my lid. And then lastly, I'm going to take the shade Sandworm from the Beetlejuice palette and use this to highlight my brow bone. Okay, so quickly, I'm going to take a little break. We're going to zoom out to do like my face, and I'm going to get more coffee. Okay, we're back. I'm refilled. If you notice, my skull their head is turned to the back because for whatever reason, my camera likes to focus on literally anything that's not my face. And so it's just focusing on the skull every time. The last Get Ready With Me that I filmed, so it's on a timeout right now. Shh. Okay, so concealer, I'm gonna use my CoverGirl True Blend Undercover Concealer, because it's the one I have on the go right now. I desperately need concealer. Although I kind of might go with this look if I had really intense under eye bags, but just in case I get a work call. I'm going to spot conceal using my trusty NARS Soft Matte Complete Concealer. And now I'm going to use my KVD Beauty Contour. And I'm I got black all over this brush. Oh God. Let's hope that it's okay. Then I'm going to take my Danessa Myricks Power Bronzer in Light. And give my face some bronziness. I always find it so fun to watch, like, even my own videos when I'm editing them, how, like, my face looks so one-dimensional and pale and ghostly after I just, like, have my base, like, my concealer and foundation and stuff on, and then when I go in with, like, bronzer and stuff, it just, like, transforms your face. It's so cool and, like, fun to watch. All right, let's powder. I'm gonna use my Maybelline Fit Me Loose Powder. I'm so happy to have this back in my life. And just put this on all the usual places. Then I'm gonna take some of this Hourglass bronzer, Hourglass powder that won't dye. The Immortal Hourglass powder and brush this away. I'm gonna take my pressed powder, this is the Rimmel Stay Matte, and set the rest of my face. And then go over everything with the Hourglass powder. I'm just going to replicate everything on my lower lash line that I've done on the top. So I'm gonna take Obituary on this eye. Then I'm gonna take Fire OG on this eye. Then I'm going to take No Exit on this eye and deepen my lower lash line. And then I'm going to take, oh no, wrong palette. Then I'm gonna take Sour Diesel on this other eye. And then I'm going to blend everything out using the initial transition shades that I used. For my inner corners, I'm going to take the shade Juno from the Beetlejuice palette. Just because it's in front of me, it's easier to use. I'm going to spray this just so it sticks a little bit better. I mean, it's kind of dark for an inner corner highlight, but I feel like it fits the look, so. And then, which do I want to use? Let's just go in with Gemini. And then I'm going to take the shade Bonnie from the Gemini palette. It's just this matte black. And I'm going to use this to deepen my outer corners on both eyes. Every time I use Melt's mattes, I'm reminded of why I love them so much. They just build so nicely. I know they're definitely a love-hate formula, but I don't know. I'm just really into it. Don't worry, it will get better. Okay, let's do some bronzer. This Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer, look at it. Look at it. And this has been like basically a year. Maybe not quite a full year of regular use, like every day. We're getting there. I'm gonna be sad when it's gone, but also happy in a way. Oh, I'll never forget 1 year. Oh, it was a while ago now, but Likely Makeup, it's Likely Makeup, Jordy, did a like Christmas look or a holiday look, although again, Christmas is like red and green is more Christmas, but anyway, she did a look, a two-toned look like this. It was brighter than this, so it wasn't like exactly the same, but very, very similar. It's where a lot of this inspiration came from, but I've never forgot it. I was like literally floored. I was like, oh my god, that's the most amazing eyeshadow or like best Christmas look I've ever seen, and every year I think about it. So this is kind of an homage to Jordy as well. Now I'm going to spray my face using the e.l.f. Stay All Night Microfine Setting Mist. For highlight, I haven't used this in a long time. This is the Makeup Revolution Sofax palette. What shades am I gonna use? I think I'm just gonna use this latest one over here. Maybe, yeah. Ah! That's so weird. Why is it leaving such a gray cast? Is there something on my brush? I think there's something on my brush. Okay. Fuck me. That's super fun. Okay, so we'll see how I come back from this. I don't know if there is. I'll just cover it with blush. And then for blush, I would apologize, but I'm not sorry. I'm gonna use this Melt Digital Dust Highlight in the shade Phoenix because I just want to. And we'll see if I can cover up this gray highlighter. I wonder if Melt's doing okay because I feel like they've been having like hell less sales with their like mystery boxes and all that stuff. I thought about getting one, but then I was like, whoa, that we don't need to spend $100 in a mystery box. And I just can't like get, for me, I feel like they're so, have so much value in general, and like they really actually are like probably one of the best mystery boxes that I've ever seen, but I just like can't. I just would rather, I think, buy one product that I really want rather than getting a product that I know like I can't use. But I feel like you'd get your money's worth regardless with those boxes because you put a shit ton of stuff in there. So they're obviously trying to get rid of stock. But I hope they're not discontinuing the She's and Parties palette because one day I do want to buy that. Okay, oh, I really like that blush choice, if I do say so myself. And I'm gonna slap on some freckles and I will see you when this look is complete. Okay, so this is the finished look. I love it. I'm so happy that I ended up doing a two-toned look. It just feels like if I'm gonna do a Christmas look, Christmas is not my favorite holiday or time of year. It's actually my least favorite time of year, if you haven't been able to tell. Anyone who doesn't love the holidays or spending time with family can be stressful, believe me. I fucking get it, okay? If anyone gets it, it's me. I stand in solidarity with you. All right? Kindred spirits. Anyway, if I'm gonna do a Christmas look, it's gonna be like a dark, grungy, two-toned Christmas look. Like, you guys know me. You know me. And I love it. And yeah. Truly, I do use my Melt palettes all of the time off camera. Or if I'm not, like, excuse me, as I fix my bra. Okay. I just love the depth of their mattes. And I'm actually, you know, I'm not hating the shimmers today. I just think it looks really great. Okay, so on my lips is a combo that I'm sure you're going to be seeing from me a lot. The NYX lip liner in Nude Truffle with a little bit of Endless Cacao in the center. And then the Tower 28 Shine On Lip Jelly in the shade Magic. Now, this was a recent purchase for me. And I wasn't convinced by it immediately, but then I was editing a video where I was wearing this and I was like, ooh, that actually looks pretty good. And that's the true test of when I feel like a lip gloss looks good, is when sometimes I'm editing a video and then I'll get to the end of the video and I'll be like, what the fuck am I wearing on my lips? It looks so nice. So that is this. I don't think it doesn't last that long, but it does look really nice and it feels really like hydrating. So that's good. I feel like it smells weird though. It smells, oh, I don't know, I can't really pinpoint the smell. It smells kind of like caramel. No? Like, Yeah, like butterscotch. I don't know that I know what butterscotch smells like. Oh. It smells like pecan pie. The filling of pecan pie. That's what it smells like. Very specific, but that is what this lip gloss smells like to me. Okay, this is done. I hope you enjoyed this December Shop My Stash, which is actually the last Shop My Stash of 2021. Whoa, this was an impromptu series for me, but I can 100% guarantee that I will do this through 2022 because I absolutely love making these videos. They're so fun for me. Basically, they're just get ready with me's where I use my products. Maybe, and products that I haven't used in a while, which is like great. It's super great for me personally. And I love watching Shop My Stashes. Okay, anyway, I have to go to work actually in 4 minutes, so I'm gonna go. Thank you so much for watching. I hope everyone has happy holidays, whatever you celebrate or whatever, you know, your plans are for this time of year, and Happy New Year. This may be the last video that goes up on my channel of 2021, so Happy New Year, everyone. Let's hope 2022 is good, but honestly, who fucking knows? I'm not feeling optimistic today, so anyway, okay. Again, thank you so much for watching this video, and I would love to see you in the next one. Bye!